All right, so the next section talks about multiplying and dividing rational expressions. Okay, so we're going to use the same ideas that we talked about when we simplified rational expressions. Okay, so we're going to always factor everything that we can, and then we're going to cross out like terms. Okay, so if you look at this, a minus 5 I can't factor. So then the a squared plus 3a minus 4, that does factor. Okay, so we're going to have a minus 5 on the top still. And then we're going to have a plus 4 times a minus 1 times a minus 1 doesn't factor. So then factoring this, so a squared plus 3a minus 40 does a plus 8 and a minus 5. Okay, so then cross out what they have in common. And guys, you can cross out top to bottom of the same fraction or top to the opposite bottom, like I'm going to do here. So a minus 5 and a minus 5, a minus 1 and a minus 1. Okay, so the a plus 4 and the a plus 8 are still on the bottom of a fraction. Okay, so don't lose that part. And then since everything in the top parts have been canceled, we just put a 1 up there. Okay, so then the only difference with dividing is we have to turn it into a multiplication sign. So when we divided fractions way back when, something like this, okay, you switched the sign and you flipped the opposite or the second fraction. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Okay, while we do that, I am going to factor though. So 3x plus 9 doesn't factor like this bottom one would, but what do they have in common? Well, they have a 3 in common. I'm left with x plus 3. Bottom part factors into x plus 8 times x minus 1. Switch the sign, and then we're going to flip the fraction. So 4x minus 4 is going to go to the top. So 4 goes into both of those. I'm left with x minus 1. Then we're going to factor x squared minus x minus 12 becomes x minus 4 times x plus 3. And then cross out again. So we got the x minus 4, x minus 1's and the x minus 1, x plus 3, x plus 3. So this time on the top, I have 3 times 4. So I get 12 over x plus 8 times x minus 4. Okay, so that is multiplying and dividing rational expressions.